Flughafen Hamburg, or Hamburg Airport, is an international airport serving Hamburg, located in northern Germany. Simwings, in partnership with Aerosoft, has modeled this airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's find out if this airport is worth picking up. Bottom line, Simwings has created a great model of Hamburg Airport. It has some of the best ground textures I've seen in a scenery, and incredibly detailed airside modeling. Aside from small issues I have with the terminal, the scenery is very well done. It comes in at a price of almost $20, which is a lot for a scenery in Flight Simulator. However, if you are someone who likes to fly in Germany, it is absolutely worth it. Let's talk about why. First off, how does this airport look? Let's start with the terminals. Externally, the modeling is beautiful. Simwings has done a great job capturing the distinctive architecture that Hamburg has. They look great both from a distance and up close, which is really tough to pull off. However, I do have to question the wisdom of some of the design choices that they made in their internal modeling. There is a lot of detail put into the check-in area, which is one of the unique areas of the airport. However, that's where the internal detailing effort really ends. At the gates, behind the glass, you can see a row of seats, and that's it. Just a dark void after that. I really have to question putting so much effort into the check-in area, a spot a user would really never see in flight, as opposed to the areas right in front of the gate, where a user would look into when parked. The gates themselves look fantastic. Wow, have they packed a lot of detail in these things. And they are functional too. Only complaint here is that the level of detail and draw distance is way too short. I shouldn't only be able to see the details when I get close to the parking spot. The ground textures are where the scenery really wows me. I've looked at quite a few sceneries in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I can confidently say that this scenery has the best ground textures I've seen in the game. There is an incredible amount of detail all across the apron. Only drawback is how clean some of the gates look. They look too perfect. I would have liked to see a bit more dark colors used here. The runways and taxiways, my oh my, these look gorgeous. There is so much fine detail in here. This must have taken a lot of effort, and it paid off. One unique thing about Hamburg Airport is that it is a hub for Lufthansa Technik, where Lufthansa does all of their maintenance. Externally, these buildings look great. Unfortunately, when you get close, things are a bit disappointing, as there is nothing actually to see inside besides just a 2D image. It's a design choice that I don't necessarily disagree with, as I'm sure it would cost some frames, but some of you may be disappointed. Leaving airside, Groundside is just as enjoyable. The distinctive cylindrical garages of Hamburg Airport look great, and the parking garages are well packed. Feels like a lively airport. Leaving the immediate vicinity of the terminal, the highways and bridges have been modeled as well, which is a nice touch. The airport doesn't disappoint at night. The ground and terminals are both well lit, although the terminal areas near the gates still look boring. Only real observation I had at night is that the red lights on the towers above the gates look incredibly spooky. So I wouldn't recommend flying to this airport at night if that's the kind of thing that scares you. I love how immersive this airport is when looking airside. The ground is dense with ground service vehicles, three-dimensional grass fields, plenty of ground level signage, and impeccable ground texturing. One complaint I do have is that the airport is not fully encompassed by fencing around the perimeter. Fencing exists near the terminals, but when you are taxiing out to the far runways, there is nothing. It's a disappointing omission from the scenery package. With the quality of default that Microsoft Flight Simulator provides, it is always important to ask how much better a new add-on scenery is than default. On the top is Simwings, on the bottom is default. I don't know what data Microsoft had to generate this scenery, but it doesn't come anywhere close to what Simwings has put together by hand. This is a clear jump in quality. From a performance perspective, you might think with how the default looks that it at least performs better than Simwings, but you would be wrong. During the day, I had no frame loss, which is incredible for the quality here. At night, I lost a few frames, but it's hard to call the loss anything significant. This is based on data I collected in the simulator in dev mode, and my performance was bottlenecked by my GPU, a GTX 1070. Other users' performance may vary. That will do it for this review. If you have any thoughts or questions, put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified for future videos. We'll see everyone next time.